If you don't know, I've been talking on my programs about the Wicked press tour with Ariana Grande specifically and Cynthia Erivo, who play Glinda and Alphaba in the new Wicked movie. All right. It has been nothing short of bonkers, bizarre, and peak theater kid cringe. All right. For example, just in case you don't know. Oh, do I have like a short video about it? Here's a clip of us watching it with dearest Courtney. They just came. Thank you to our clip person. The title on this makes me laugh. Not to. Yes.
They are just taking.
Let's see.
And I feel. And I have feeling.
You don't say.
And if you need to cry right now, you cry. Yeah. And
About what?
said to me once that
Wait, to quote Kourtney Kardashian, people in the world are dying, Kim. Okay. So basically, it has been a very cringy, they've been just seemingly incredibly overly emotional. You can attest to that. I can't stop talking about it. Right, Michaeline?
Yes. But in my opinion, I'm goofing around about them being in love. In my opinion, I think that the experience of making that movie was so intense and so wonderful because it even kind of brought a tear to my eye to watch that movie in certain parts. So it was probably so intense and so incredible that they are so in tune to each other. And I mean this sincerely. I do. That they've just become the best of friends.
Theater children in general, they get very emotional about things. But once I saw the film, I went, okay.
Yeah.
I wept through the entire thing.
Yeah, I had some teary-eyed moments also. I think we all did. But
she starts singing Popular even. And, we grew up listening or, in high school listening to that song, not you.
I didn't.
Well, we did. And, she starts singing Popular and it's songs, and they're so incredibly talented. And just their voices. I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so proud of them. It's just their voices are so beautiful. Tears come out of my eyes.
And to be in all those dance sequences and all that, just everything. I just think, yes, it's a lot of hard work and it's whatever it is, but I think they became really, really close in that. And
they did.
I really am being sincere. So
I'm being sincere too.
Yeah.
What part did you think before you saw it? Did they fall in love?
I don't know. It's just kind of a joke. I would have to. I think when Galinda started sort of sticking up for her, and
yes,
you know what I mean?
I know when. Okay, and this part in the film, Mom, I wept. They weren't even singing. There's a part in the Wicked movie where Alphaba, who plays the Wicked Witch of the West or East, I can't quite remember. She goes to they go out to a nightclub. They go to the dance, and she walks in, and everyone's laughing at her. You know how I am with kids sitting alone at a lunch table or anybody being made fun of or laughed at. That is sort of. That feels weird. Remember when I sat with Clyde, the new kid who wanted nothing to do with me. And then
he's like, get the fuck out of here, chick.
Like, get away from me. And I'm like, oh, you can.
I want to be alone.
He's like, why are you alone? I don't know. And then I got into the car after school and I cried my eyes out to my mom because I can't stand it. So poor Alphaba goes into the dance, but she was born green. So she's used to being laughed at and mocked and made fun of. And everybody circles around her and the music stops and she starts doing this dance and it's a little bit weird. And she's dancing to no music and everyone's staring at her and laughing and giggling. And I couldn't stand it. But then Galinda goes.
Galinda.
Galinda goes and dances with her. And because Galinda, the popular girl, does it, everybody does it.
Right.
I wept through that whole scene. Like,
Yeah.
now I sound like overly emotional, but you have to see it if you have
No,
to
it's
see it.
true.
Yeah.
When I think about it also, it's true. And I normally, I wouldn't have probably gone and seen that movie. And I saw the play in Chicago, and I loved it. But I probably wouldn't have gone and seen that movie. But I was in Austin, and that was the general consensus of everybody going to see that movie together. And it was amazing, really. I'm so glad I saw it. Yeah.
I couldn't help it. Tears were just, I was by myself. I had a big bucket of popcorn and a bunch of crunch. I was in the second row and I was like,
we were
there was like a kid next to me and then like another little kid. And they're like, what's wrong with this lady? Jesus.
We were in the first row, like in one of those lounge seats.
And I was in a lounger, yeah.
Looking up like this.
Popular. Newfound popularity.
You flipping know all the words.
La la. No, also McGuinevere, thank you. So she got me these salt and pepper shakers that are wands.
Oh, I love them. Oh my gosh.
You put there's 4 of them. You put salt in this one and pepper in another. But I felt it was good. I'm Galinda today.
And then later she just decides to become Glinda.
Linda, in solidarity with the goat teacher.
I will become, instead of Galinda, I'll just be Glinda.
So here's another thing that I didn't remember about when we saw the musical. It's been so long. I know the music, but I didn't remember exactly the story. It's about the plight and the of the animal people. They're not people, they're animals that talk. So the last known goat teacher, who was so sweet.
He was so sweet.
They want to oust them. I believe that Oz said that when you make somebody a common enemy, he's played by what's his name?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, who is so weird.
You do his imitation very well.
Yeah, wow. When you want somebody to be a common enemy, or we want people to get together, you make somebody a common enemy, and that was the animals that spoke. So Alphabet wasn't having any of that. She saw her favorite teacher, who was a goat, and I texted my family. I said, if something bad happens to this goat teacher, I'm gonna walk out of this theater. And he didn't like it.
What was his name? Can you remember?
Professor. I don't know. I can't remember.
He was so sweet. Oh my God.
He was so sweet. So yeah, that's what
I didn't remember.
About.
Honestly, we were texting back and forth as the family, and I didn't remember all that about the actual play either.
I didn't remember that it was, and I was I called Rocco afterward. My brother,
I know, and you spoke about me saying I thought it was woke.
I said, Mom thought it was creative license and that it was woke.
Thank you, Keanu. Okay. And then I had to be reprimanded by Rocco.
Did he reprimand you?
No, he just went, mother.
Well, I called Michaeline first after I see it, and then I said, I don't remember. Was that maybe from the book, or was it in the musical?
No, I just said it was creative license because I just make shit up.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I went, is it creative license? Like they're making about these animals, like, and are the animals supposed to be like immigrants or something? Like, is that what you're saying?
No,
the reason Alphaba becomes wicked is because she's mad that they're, marginalizing the people animal.
I just didn't remember how that happened, where the bad witch is really the good witch, and Glinda is not really, she's not evil. She's just frivolous.
No, and she has a heart. She does.
She does. But she's one of those popular girls.
Popular.
Yeah. She's just frivolous.
You're gonna be popular. So then I called mom and she was like, no, they take creative license and I think they're trying to make it woke. I went, I don't know if that's happening. So then I called Rocco. He went, no, it's literally exactly like the musical.
Right. So then he texted me
instead. I snorted.
Do you want me to tell you exactly what he said?
Yeah. What's wrong with you? It's exactly what happened in the musical. It had no wokeness at all. I mean, they were animal. They're like, it's a goat teacher. And by the way, if you've seen the movie, I love the goat teacher's casual wear. He wears glasses and a sweater like when he gets done teaching, and it's so adorable. I loved him.
Here it is. Mother.
It says mother.
Mother. They did not make Wicked woke. Laugh out loud. It's always been woke, which we used to call progressive. Huh. And then Zach laughed out loud, and then I said, "Are you spying on me?"
They bugged your house.
And I clearly knew where that came from because you called him right up. We can never talk amongst ourselves, just you and me, because you're going to tell them or everybody what I say.
I didn't think that you were right. And I went, I need to know from the dramaturg of the family what the barometer. I like
Keanu just didn't remember the animals. The entire play is about scapegoating.
Yes. That's why he's a goat.
And then Zachary, okay. And the book too, the author said, okay, that's what it was about. I said, I like the Professor Goat. What the fuck?
Oh, that's what I saw. That's in the family group chat. I was like, I can't look at this.
He laughed and he said, I was just clearing up confusion. Keanu was very sad for him. We're a pro-animal household. And then I couldn't think of something snarky to say, so I didn't text back.
Okay.
I was going to say after he said we're a pro-animal household, well, I really hate Kit. My Kit.
That's why Kit can't speak anymore or teach college classes.
And also the lead in that farce of a Romeo and Juliet play.
Oh, we're going to get to it. Oh, we're talking about that too.
I thought I would segue into that.
Well, no,
I'm kidding.
Not now.
I was going to say, I hate my cat. Although his name is Kit.
Kit the cat. So, in summation, my dearest brother is very right. The musical the entire thing is about scapegoating. When Oz turns on Elphaba, they make her the scapegoat. And she just wanted to save the animals. And why can I never remember his name?
I did really love the goat.
I did love that goat.
I know. I loved him too.
What is his name? God, somebody, the fly. What the hell?
Dr. Emote, the goat.
No, the actor, Oz, the Wizard of Oz.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum is a name I cannot remember. It's so ridiculous. And maybe I just want to forget. But yeah, when he was like, oh, well, she's like, you say a spell, do it. He's like, oh, it's exactly the point. I can't.
How the fuck can how can you do that? How can you?
Yeah, I don't have a good Jeff Goldblum.
It's pretty good. I mean, just trying, that's pretty good.
He's weird. He is so weird, but so marvelous.
What a great actor. He was the Fly.
He was the Fly. Oh, but in summation, the press tour, as ridiculous as it has been to watch, I have to take back some of my takes because I maybe understand why they are so emotional. First of all, they both loved this musical for forever. I also know that Ariana Grande, they wanted to even change one of the lines from The Wizard of Oz will see you now to something from just a different line. And she texted the director and said, we need to talk. That's not right. And she also, the person that did the score, I believe, wanted to make Popular more pop artist sounding, like Ariana Grande. And she said, no, I don't want to do that. I want to make it be true to the, not to say that the entire like the way that they sang the songs was exactly right, but she didn't want to make a pop version of.
No, she wanted it to be true to the story. I get that. And
So,
because she was so princess like, you know, the
she
good witch.
was.
So
She was. She really knew the character. Your newfound popularity.
And I love. I'm not gonna tell you how it opened, but I love the way it opened about. I just have to say it. The melting.
Go ahead. You can spoil it for them.
The melting. That's all.
Yes.
I loved how that opened. I loved how the show opened.
It was gorgeous. It was fantastic.
Because I really forgot about that anyway.
I know.
I haven't seen the show in so long. I haven't seen The Wizard of Oz in so long.
Poor Judy Garland. That movie, it all became too much for her.
She was fantastic.
She was fabulous. God.
The whole thing was magnificent. Whoever wrote it must have been on acid.
This doesn't excuse them lunging toward the interview and talking about cosmic lightning or whatever. No, it does not. It also does not excuse Cynthia for shaming that poor fan that Cynthia Erivo shamed that poor fan that did fan art of their poster. That was untoward. That was ridiculous.
Is Cynthia Erivo the Wicked Witch? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you remember when they would ask a question? They'd be like,
I couldn't remember. I just couldn't remember her name.
Like, yes, you are cosmically beautiful and wonderful, and we love you so much. And cry, 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 touch, touch, touch. That was wild. And all of the interviewers were like, now I'm crying for some reason. That
Courtney,
was weird.
Are we being a little too tender for you?
No, I mean, it was still ridiculous to watch, but I have to say, I get it, I guess. But yeah, so it's excused, but also maybe it's still ridiculous. It is peak theater kid cringe for sure. Push-ups, how did SpongeBob do? Oh, you mean the deadbeat dad, SpongeBob? He was great. Yeah, and the character that plays Bach, now that you've seen it, right? He left his wife and child, newborn baby, for Ariana Grande.
All kinds of shenanigans going on in that show.
Lots of shenanigans. But he was great. He was great. Here's another thing. I cannot believe that the actor that played Bach is straight and is now with Ariana Grande. And yet Fierro, Rocco told me this, he's a gay gentleman.
Fierro is who? Tell me who Fierro is.
Dancing through life, no need to murmur, not when you have it off like I do. Nothing matters but knowing nothing. Is this ringing a bell? Or should I just keep singing?
Maybe.
The male that was with Galinda.
Galinda. Okay.
The bad boy.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Yes.
I couldn't think of what I've seen him in through the whole fucking movie after he came on. I'm going, was he in Game of Thrones? What was he in? How do I know him? Just trying to drag it out of my brain. And Rocco goes, he was in Bridgerton. Fuck
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. He was the oldest brother in Bridgerton. What a great actor and a really cute guy. And he's gay. Is he gay?
Yeah, I'm looking up the actor.
But he had the best heterosexual sex scenes in Bridgerton. Holy shit.
I'm shocked he's not anything obviously wrong with that. We all know that. Jonathan
No, there's nothing wrong with it. It was just exciting to see him do that.
Let me make
to have
Jonathan
to have
Bailey.
sex scenes.
Yes.
up against a tree. So
Push-ups. Thank you for the $2. Kiki, what happened to Judy Garland? Poor Judy Garland. Watch if you would like a synopsis, basically what happened in Judy Garland's life, and more towards the end of her life. Watch Judy, starring
Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger.
Mm-hmm.
Wowzers. She was done wrong. Hi, Eugene. She was done wrong by Hollywood. Basically, during the filming of Wizard of Oz, they wanted her to be thinner. I think they pumped her full of Adderall, and then eventually she became an alcoholic and stole all of her money, and it all became too much.
All those stars, all those young stars in Hollywood back then were abused, really.
Yeah. They would set her up on a date with another young actor just for the photo op, but not let her. And she was like starving, and they wouldn't let her eat the hamburger. They're like, it's just for the photo. Don't touch that, Judy. Like, okay. Like, but I'm hungry. Yellow Brick Road. They're like, and I think, lots of untoward things were happening. Judy Garland, rest in peace. One of the greats. So in summation, I loved Wicked. Everyone should see it. It was incredible, especially if you were a fan of the musical. Those women are so talented. The men are talented. Even the deadbeat dad SpongeBob is talented. Fantastic.
And they are going to have a part 2 because they only got to part 1. So
right.
Yeah.
And they ended it right at intermission. So they're going to have part 2. Right. And then I'm sitting in the recliner chair going, like, what is it? God damn it. What is that song? What is that song at the end?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Defying gravity, and then you're just
like, yeah.
And then you're like, and they can't bring her down.
I know. My God, she's up there, and that's that. So wizard. I also want to say, anybody who can look good in all that horrible green makeup is really a beautiful person. How
she did
on earth?
I don't know. She looked fantastic.
She did. So. She did, in spite of being green.
No, Jeff. No, not Pink Pony Club. We're talking about Defying Gravity. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on denying gravity.
Likewise, I agree with you, Courtney.
Michaeline, I love that you thought they were spying on you. So you're like, they took creative license. It was never about the animals. I was
just fucking around. Are you spying on me? I knew exactly where they got it.
I'm just teasing, mommy.
You called him right up.
All right, next
Nothing
on our
is
list.
Sacred.